Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry if you hear like creaking in the background. My where I'm sitting, the ground is a little creaky, the hardwood. I was on Amazon the other day, as I always am, and I came across this brush set, and it's an all-inclusive brush set. It's by EmaxDesign. I don't know if you can see that. By EmaxDesign and My Beautiful Life for applying makeup perfectly. And it's got 13 objects in it, and it ranges all from face to eyes, even a sponge in there. So I thought it would be really cool to put this to the test. I'll put right here what the price of it is. I believe it was under $10. I think it was $9.99. I'm pretty sure it was $9.99. And then I'll also put the link to it in the description box below. It had really good reviews. So I thought it would be really cool if we could just put together a full face of makeup just using this and see, you know, if it's possible to have really, really good tools without breaking the bank like at all. $10 is incredible. And I know here on YouTube, we focus a lot on what the products are that we're using, like that they're good quality products or that they have good ingredients, and saying that that is what will give you like a flawless look or, you know, the best possible results. But tools play a really, really big part. I want to say like 65% or 70% of what the outcome is based on the tools that you use. So if you have a wicked good brush set or a sponge, you can accomplish a lot. So I'm going to put my hair back and we're going to get right into this video. So it's EmaxDesign. Right off the bat, I smell a lot of glue, but that can be fine. I'm going to take these out and clean them real quick with my brush cleaner, and I'm going to rinse this sponge. This is the sponge that it comes with. It's a nice purpley sponge. Let's open it up. And it feels very much like the Beauty Blender. When it's dry, we'll see how much it'll grow when it's wet, and how it performs texture-wise. It feels very similar. Now, going over the it has a little card inside telling you what you're getting, and these are all the brushes that you get. There's a foundation brush, big eyeshadow brush, highlight brush, eye smudger, concealer, eyebrow brush, small eyeshadow brush, blusher brush, eyelash brush, multifunctional foundation brush, blush brush, mini kabuki brush, and the sponge. That is a lot of brushes. Whoop. Oh, when they said mini kabuki brush, they weren't kidding. Look at that. Feels nice. Oh, I shouldn't be putting it on my face. All right. Look at that. These are really pretty. I like how they have them all, like a photograph of all of them, and they have them all numbered, and they tell you at the bottom what everything is. That's really nice so that you know what each brush is used for. It's really nifty. These brushes look really nice. They actually remind me of my Luxie brushes or my ColourPop brushes. Like, seriously, this looks pretty much exactly like one of my ColourPop brushes. So I'm going to grab my Japanese waterless brush cleanser, and I'm just going to spritz it and then swirl it around in a paper towel. Okay, it says hold the bottle. Okay, so. Smells lovely too. So I went and I wet my sponge, and it grows like a lot, pretty much double the size. And I have to say that I actually quite like it. I haven't used it yet, so I have high hopes for it. I'm really hoping that this is my new favorite sponge. But it, first of all, when it absorbs a lot of water, which makes me think that it's probably going to absorb a lot of product. So maybe it would be better for like powders and for thicker foundations, not liquidy foundations, because this absorbs a lot. And when it's really, really wet, it turns a deep, deep purple. So you know that it has like excess water in it, too much water. I don't know. I thought that was cool. But anyway, so brushes are all cleaned. Beauty sponge is wet and ready to go. So I'm going to be starting off by I'm actually going to start off with eyes. Okay, so I'm going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. I'm actually going to dip into the EmaxDesign brush, and this is the number 2. This is the big eyeshadow brush. Is that right? Okay, so on the card it says that this is a big eyeshadow brush and this is a small eyeshadow brush, but to me, I would use this as a large concealer brush and a small concealer brush. The one that they have down here as a concealer brush is number 5. I don't know. I'm just gonna do what I do. So I have that right now. All right. Then I'm going to take this brush right here. It stinks that the brush set doesn't have like a smaller shader brush, like a little shader brush like this. It's a little bit more tapered and it's a little smaller. I have limited lid space, so it would have been nice, but that's all right. All right, so now that I'm primed, I'm just going to dip into my foundation. And this is the Dior Skin Nude in the shade 31. And I'm going to use my beauty sponge from from EmaxDesign. I keep wanting to say exam, but it's not exam. Okay. Just pop in a few pumps. And this foundation I really like. It gives me like a nice, I don't know how to say it. Why am I like spacing on the words? It gives me a nice, like your skin but better kind of look. It's not full coverage. I would say it's actually quite light to medium. It is buildable in the areas. Not funny. It's buildable in the areas. Foundation is buildable, and I do build it sometimes in my problem areas. Okay, so I'm going to go in with one more layer. Put that all over. And so I do feel like the sponge picks up a lot of product, but I really like the disbursement that it's giving me. It's very easy, even, not streaky at all. I think this would actually probably work really well with like a stick foundation, like just a thicker texture, something less liquidy that it can't really soak up. So I'm at a medium coverage, I would say, right now. All right, great. I think I'm blended. My sponge. I like to do the rest of my face first and kind of let the concealer on my under eyes sit just for a tad. Okay. Blends out nicely. Okay. Okay, I gotta say, I'm really liking this sponge. It is very bouncy, which I am liking. We are baking. Bake, bake, bake. I'm gonna fill in my brows and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush. I'm gonna just dust off my bake and I'm going to just contour and bronze and powder my face. So, and I'm using this small brush. They refer to this brush as the multifunctional foundation brush. I mean, it's not dense enough for me to be a foundation brush, but it's a great like kind of buffer brush. So what I'm going to do is dip into my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to go into the shade right here, and I'm kind of just going to warm up my face just a little bit. And then I'm actually going to take this smaller one, which here they have called it, oh, no. What? I am so confused, everyone. I don't even see it on this card. Is that an extra brush? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, what the heck is this brush? Oh, this is the biggest brush. Oh my gosh, I just had a moment. This is supposedly a foundation brush, but I think this is a perfect blush brush / powder brush. Anyway, so I'm going to go in there and kind of just contour my face just a little bit. This is a good brush. I like it. I'm going to clean it off and dip into my blush. Pop it on the apples of my cheeks. So next thing we got to do is highlight. So I'm going to take this brush right here. I'm going to swirl it around. Ooh, very powdery. Do you see that? And let's just go. Now that is lovely. Let's do some up here. Do some up here. Tip of the nose. Ooh. Bridge of the nose. Cupid's bow. So I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to dip into the highlighter and I'm going to pop this on the brow bone. And then maybe actually put a little bit in our corner. Let's spray the brush with some setting spray. Nice. It is, it's not like a pop-in highlight, but it's very pretty. Let's try on the beauty sponge. I'm going to pick some up, or a lot up, you know. I'm going to spray it, the setting spray, and this is the Skindinavia, the makeup finishing spray, and it's oil-free, and I'm going to pop that. Well then, that just amped it up, just a tad, a smidgen. Let's finish it off with some mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright, so last thing we have to do is go in with a lip, and don't need any brushes for this. I mean, I guess you could use brushes, but I don't really think they have any. Anyway, I'm going to go in with this, I'm going to do like a dark lip color. Anyways, no need for you guys to watch me do this. I'll finish this up and I'll be back to discuss what I thought of these brushes. So this is the finished look using the brushes that I bought on Amazon. They are the EmaxDesign brushes. This is what the package looked like. You get all these 13 products, all these brushes, all these brushes right here, and the sponge for the beautiful price of, you've got to be kidding me. And it comes with a nice little pouch, so you can just put everything in here. So let me just go through everything. They do give you a card telling you what each brush is. I gotta say, with the exception of the sponge, I don't think I used anything for what they told me to use it for. Like this brush right here, they said was a foundation brush. I used it for blush and bronzer. This right here, they said is a big eyeshadow brush, which I used for, which I would use for concealer. I used for my eyeshadow base. Like a lot of the products, except I want to say for the smudger brush, which is basically a pencil brush. That's what I used it for that. This one right here, they said was a highlighter brush. I used it as a highlighter brush, but I also used it like as a thick eyeshadow brush. So these brushes are great. Remember, you can use your brushes for whatever you want to use them for. You do not need to follow directions. The whole point is you are the artist and you can use your tools however you want to use them. So this is what my face looks like. I really like it. I love, love, love this sponge. I think it is awesome. I'm going to be using this like all the time, and it's like for free. Okay, it's free. So thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pick up a package. This is not sponsored in any way. I bought this with my own money. I actually bought a second one to put in a giveaway for you guys. Check them out on Amazon. I'll leave the link below. Subscribe to my channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me comments. What do you think of these brushes? Do you plan on picking them up? Have you bought them? Have you used them? Let me know. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.